Hello and happy Monday, my friends. It's Meredith. I'm here with our message for the 20th of June. Convinced it's the 10th of June. That's what's sticking in my head. How was your weekend, everyone? We had a beautiful Saturn retrograde reading over the weekend, and those energies were just magnificent. And in hindsight and reflection, for all that unfolded in the weekend, I feel like I crammed 3 weeks of a Mercury retrograde into 2 days. So I was contemplating how we've received the message so recently. We're having coffee together, by the way, this morning. Cheers, folks. I was contemplating how many times recently we've had a message from the universe, from the cards, about when it looks like nothing is happening, everything is happening, and it goes on behind the scenes, beyond the veil, and we don't really have any clue just how much energy is moving on our behalf until we encounter some kind of snare, perceived obstacle. And I don't know why I feel so guided to share this with you. All right, well, there's so much program, so much that we model after the folks who raised us, whoever they may be. You could have a very traditional setting, a very non-traditional setting, and it amazes me still to this day how I will react, sometimes overreact, in ways that my mom once did. And I began to work on that because I recognized it. I'm just copying behavior. So as soon as, you decide that you are, gonna do it your way, think outside the box, like the cards encourage us to do. My brother has at one time had quite a temper, and it wasn't unusual to see a hammer go flying when his project wasn't working so well, or he was also one to throw a cell phone if it didn't function. So I started to take note of these things. Where does it come from when a person feels frustrated? Why the angry outburst? Well, there were no angry outbursts this weekend, though this packing 3 weeks of a Mercury retrograde into 2 days certainly gave me a whole lot of opportunity for that. And I didn't do it. At one point, I actually shed a few tears because of frustration. But for the most part, as these really small calamities started to stack up on top of one another, it was mostly comical. So I'm giving you this little story. I don't know that it is at all connected to these cards. I don't know what we've got for cards. What's it like for you? Do you have a patterned way of being? When you reach a point of frustration, what do you do? Does your hammer go skyward? Do you drop your cell phone? Do you pitch it somewhere? What do you do? What did you learn to do? Are you still doing it? And how does it serve you? I'm curious about these things. So let's get into our message. Cosmic update. The sun is still in Gemini. This is our last day, Gemini babies. So happy birthday to all of you. We're moving into Cancer tomorrow on the solstice. Our moon is in Pisces. Oh, our moon is in Pisces. Well, that can stir the cauldron. Oh, wow. And it's moving into Aries, though not until very, very late in the day. Excuse me. There's a whole lot going on astrologically. Look at this moon diary. Look at all this stuff going on over here. Yes, so any of you talented astrologers want to leave a comment out there and share with us the other details of how the cosmos is affecting us, please. I invite you. Let's take a look at our cards. We've got the This Might Hurt Tarot, which I thought was appropriate. Our first card. Our moon. Hello, moon. Moon in Pisces. Woo. Yeah, that's a cauldron of emotion for many. And I love Pisces. I have Pisces moon, Pisces rising, Pisces in 3 other places that I can't name right now. So thank goodness I've got a little fire in there too. The moon, it's revealing, and that's what I see here. Oh, it's revealing. I feel like I'm doing a reading for myself, so pardon me, though I hope it truly, truly relates for each and every one of you. The moon is revealing. Many tarot readers speak on the moon in terms of illusion, which, yes, I can agree with, because the moon's light provides quite a different perspective, and we can see things differently in the brilliant clarity of the sun. We'll still miss a few things, won't we? Because sometimes the sun is so bright we can't see what's right in front of us. Though when the moon is out and it is revealing what is in its gorgeous light, we can see things a little more clearly. So as I read cards and as I look at the moon, I feel energies are rising to the surface. Something is being revealed. And in a Pisces moon, it's going to reveal through the intuition. A word of wisdom here. The moon will also reveal and sometimes expose the most tender aspects of our personality. And that's where the ego can take root. Oh, okay. That's where the ego can take roost. It can roost in those places where we are tender and vulnerable and await with its vulture thoughts, right? So it would be wise for us to not fill in the blanks with what our ego thinks it knows. So pay attention to the intuition and file it. Make note of it for yourself and ask how it's serving your higher and greater purpose. Consider that. And, as our moon moves into Aries, we'll have a fiery, direct, active energy to work in rather than a mutable, oftentimes emotional Pisces energy to work in. So the intuition will be exquisite, though super important not to make a decision on what comes of the intuition immediately. Be with it. Allow the energies to flow a bit before you take whatever you're thinking about through the ego filter to the gallows, okay? Let's see what's next. Oh, 8 of Cups. Oh, here we go. Here's the eclipse card. So, pardon. It's early morning. It's still frog voice time. 8 of Cups is eclipse energy. So we have energies coming in from the 2 most recent eclipses, and they are influencing what is rising, what is being revealed on the moon card. So we're going to move in a super positive direction, because that's also what the 8 of Cups is about. It's an 8, so it's momentum, it's movement, it's active. It is movement, though, that is undertaken in the watery world of Pisces here on the tarot table. So we're in motion with our exquisite intuition, Still feels, though, until we move into the Aries moon, which will happen somewhere near midnight, that it is wise to consider and then reconsider whatever decisions we thought were solid under the Pisces moon. Okay, something is going to change. There is a mutable energy here. It's better to go with the flow, to be a witness, and to remain heart-centered and exceptionally grounded in this particular scenario here. And then, yeah, look at this. We have the Ace of Swords. So there's a divine and cosmic gift of brilliant clarity incoming. This will also come intuitively through our conversation with the universe, the divine all. And we will then know how to apply the channeled information, the brilliant clarity that comes on the other side of the moon phase shift. Where is it going? Right into the Nine of Cups. And look, we have such progression. So we remain in the exquisite, intuitive, emotional flow on the Nine of Cups. You know, this is where we live a very rich and fulfilling life experience here in the Suit of Cups. Yes, some of them are challenging, but you see, we are moving on the 8 into the 9 with the Sword of Truth, with the Sword of Clarity. So over here, whatever is rising out of the moon's energy, what is surfacing, coming into our awareness, if we look at it only as it begins to surface, there is illusion, because look at anything underwater and you get all those waves and different casts and shafts of light, right? So you can't see things exactly clearly. You have a clear feel, you have a clear sense, though there's an action to take, and that doesn't necessarily become clear immediately. So to act only on what we've seen in the energies that are surfacing would be to move forward without the fullness of what the universe is speaking to us at this time. So with the Eight of Cups being one of those cards where we move from good circumstances to even better circumstances, you're witnessing those better circumstances right here in the Nine of Cups. Fantastic, because this is a fulfillment card. This is a dream coming true. And perhaps my sharing this little tale of what it felt like to have a retrograde, a Mercury retrograde in 2 days, is worthwhile here, because the act of dreams coming true, the act of fulfilling, right, isn't always orderly. Sometimes it's a great big steaming mess, and there's adventure to be had in that, rather than meeting the big hot steaming mess with aggravation, frustration, and or anger. Perhaps we could, stand there with our eyes wide open, arms wide open, and fully embrace how the energies come to our foundation, no matter what state they arrive. Oh, this makes me think also of the Ace of Cups coming with the Empress this weekend, and it was in a bit of a different position. We've been seeing the Empress, then the Ace of Cups, and I spoke on that in terms of giving birth to our dreams. This time it's the Ace of Cups, then the Empress. So there was this measure of preparation, and I feel that measure of preparation over here in the moon's energy. Birth is a miracle. Bringing something to life is a miracle, and that can be a really messy process too, right? That this is how the dream arrives. Amazing, really amazing. So consider these cards wisely, intuitively for yourself. There's no harm to come of being a witness rather than taking a premature action here. Next 3 cards fell out together. The first of which is, look at that. See, you just mention it and there it is. And sitting right next to the 9, we have the 10 of Cups. We have fulfillment. Pieces and parts coming together. So the universe is making a delivery here of certainty and surety in that Ace of Swords, though we don't necessarily feel that in this present moment with the Moon and the 8 together. Okay, so 2 aces on the table now, and isn't it just gorgeous how you have the Ace of Swords, that gift of brilliant clarity and truth, and then you have the divine and cosmic gift of pure loving bliss flowing, overflowing onto the foundation as dreams fulfill, as wishes come true, as we begin to experience a new level of the 10 of Cups coming together right in front of us. That's worth staying present for, rather than, going off half-cocked and all upset over the messy aspects of how it came together. Because look, we have a trail of broken cups over here on the 8. That's actually kind of comical. So, yeah. Well, anyway, it's comical to me. So, next we have, coming with the Ace of Cups, we have the Hermit. Yes. Love this. See, I feel like Hold the Line. Oh, is that, I don't know who sings that song. Love Isn't Always on Time. That's what I'm hearing. Hold the Line. Is that Foreigner or Loverboy or... Anyway, your dreams are not always on time. And what does that mean? It means that we've got a timeline. We've got a vision for things. And, I mentioned this the other day. We want it when we want it, how we want it. And we'll get what we want, just maybe not the way we wanted it. This is what I feel is going on here. So don't jump the gun. Go ahead, break all your cups if you want. Walk away, walk it off. And then come to your brilliant clarity and everlasting strength, which will also come intuitively, but it won't be mutable as it is over here on the Moon. By the time the energy of this Ace of Swords rolls in the atmosphere today, we will be much more centered on our 9 of Cups, and we will see how things have all come together and why they have. And that's true enlightenment here with the Hermit. So the Hermit holds the lantern so that we can see what's in our own shadow, so that we can be enlightened. And what we're seeing when we hold this lantern up is the Ace of Cups. This is the universe saying, I've got it. I've got you. And it's not always on time, though it's going to be more exquisite than you dreamed it. So hang in there. Then oh gosh, yes, look. Then we have Temperance. The coming together of energies, just exactly what was being mentioned over here, like the pieces and parts coming together. And, alchemy is represented here in this card. This is the Archangel Michael here on the card as well. And it really is the blending of energies. So this whole process of bringing to life our dreams, our goals, our wishes, our intentions, and so on can be an alchemy, and it can be an alchemy that's blown up a few times. But here we have Michael pouring the waters between the cups. We're bringing things together, Ace of Cups, through the Ace of Swords, Sword of Truth, and that's what gives us our 10 of Cups right here in the middle of the reading with the 9 and the Ace. So hold the line. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Oh, sweet. Very sweet indeed. The Chariot. This just cracks me up. Oh, no horses. We've got motorcycles. We've got speed, and we're serious about it. And look at the sun behind the charioteer. Perfect. See, the universe knows how dynamically we will move forward in this amazing energy. And isn't Isn't that Cancer energy as we're moving into Cancer? Oh my gosh, I have to look that up now. Hang on. That'd be really cool. It's what I'm feeling anyway. It's the stabilization of our yeah, that is Cancer energy. It's the stabilization of our mutable and watery moon energy over here in Pisces. So this is why the universe is having us pause over here and to not make a rash decision, a premature choice. And the dynamic energy is going to move. It's going to flow no matter what, though the universe is having us hold that line over here as the Ace of Swords energies washes over the day, over the atmosphere for us. So fantastic. Yeah, you know, it's like the start of a race when you hear the gunfire go off and then everybody's underway. I feel that that's the message here on the Chariot. That's what the universe is up to. As soon as you hear the shot, then you can move. Oh my gosh, because guess what? The next card, there's the 10 of Cups. And that's what we're going to move dynamically into without any kind of hesitation, because that's the quest that beckons off the Hermit. But there's some alchemy that's still being integrated and worked out for us. And then the last one, another beauty right there, 8 of Pentacles, because this is a card that represents our investment, right? And our commitment to our investment of energy. And all the blood, sweat, and tears that we have put into our dreams and what we have held so preciously in our hearts. It's worth pausing for enlightenment, isn't it? It's worth taking an extra moment or two and grounding into our heart center. And instead of moving forward in some anxious and unstable way, we can step forward like the charioteer here and cruise our 10 of Cups with commitment, with stability, with grounded energy. And then we are able to embrace every aspect of our dreams as they emerge, as they break the surface over here, as they become a part of what's on our foundation. Beautiful. Let's do angel answers. Put your questions to these cards. I can hear a cardinal singing outside. Cardinal messages are everything you do is important. And that it's true, because everything you do is an investment of your energy. This is why discernment here off the moon, not taking a rash action, is working to our favor at this time. When you invest energy in anything, the quality of the investment matters. Okay. Let these cards confirm something for you, or be a special message to you from your guides. First card, trust. Trust divine wisdom. Trust that Ace of Swords. Even in the watery, mutable world of a Pisces moon, when the intuition is exquisite, though the direction is unclear, trust. Because look at that. Big happy changes. That's what we are bringing to life. That's what our happiness brings to life. And then underneath that, emphatically yes. One more. Don't stop. Don't quit. Don't throw in the towel now. To do so would be to listen to the vulture thought that is roosting over your Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords, 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups. So Don't throw in the towel now. Okay. What is our soulful presence whispering to us today? From angels and ancestors we have, oh, she's back again, the heart guardian. Love and let yourself be loved. Be the love that you are. Be the love that you are, and allow yourself to be loved by the divine all. It creates an incredible ripple effect, and it charges our broadcast, which is the investment of our energy rippling out in our sphere of influence. It charges us with pure raw love. Oh, wow. From the Mermaid Oracle, these two cards came out of the shuffle. Final thoughts on the reading. First one, discernment. God, that's awesome. The tarot, the oracles, they really do know how to push a point right underneath our noses, and we are wise to consider what's here as we go forward. And then the second card is magic. Magic is happening. You are the magic, and you are the happy that's bringing all the big change to your own sphere of influence and foundation. So be a witness to what's going on in this exquisite Pisces moon energy and your amazing intuition, and stand like the hermit with your lantern aloft so that you can be enlightened by what is in the shadow. So as you move forward dynamically under the energies of the Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, Eight of Cups, you really do step into the fulfillment of your dreams. Miracles, everyone. Peace, love. Namaste.